And a very good evening to all my viewers out there. It is right now Monday, August the 29th, 2022, 6:07 p.m. and we're here by the Lachine Canal. And for this video I'm going to focus on these train tracks here, because these are a spur that leads to the Ardent Mills, which is this way in the east direction. This is facing the west, and you can see the tracks branch off here. So we're gonna slowly bike around here and I'll show you these cool train tracks by the Lachine Canal. And this is where the spur begins, which is down there. There's the main railway track, that bridge right there. And now we're facing towards the east, and we're gonna take our time here. But yeah, it looks like they've been ripping out some old pieces of wood there. I think those are definitely from these train tracks here. And interestingly enough, we have a little switcher unit here, as you can see. And what that switching unit does is, I guess it switches the train onto this secondary track here, which is only temporary. It only continues for a couple of 100 meters and then rejoins the main track again. And looks like this track's not really used that often, at least this one right here, this side track. And you're gonna see this path here, this railway track path will take us right to the mill, the Ardent Mill, which is a mill where they produce flour. And I was just reading the website, apparently it's the second largest mill in Canada. So you're gonna get to see here a few things on the way. There's the Atwater Market for starters. Beautiful Atwater Market. That's the north. And to the south here, just past the train tracks here, they're rejoining, by the way. There's another switcher unit. This of course is the Lachine Canal. And here's the Atwater pedestrian bridge. So I'm being very careful here to bike. So we're going to be taking this little side path here, which will take us, like I said, right to the Ardent Mill, past Charlevoix Street. And yes, the train track spur is used quite often. I wouldn't say as often as some other spurs, but maybe once a week, twice a week, it depends, I guess. Now the interesting thing is, you're going to see further in the video, there's a derailing unit up here, a derailing device on the tracks. And I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they're doing some maintenance work. As you've seen behind me there, in the beginning of the video, there was some of these pieces of wood. So maybe they were ripping some pieces of wood out and replacing them. That's why there was a railway derailer, which you're going to see further down the line here. We're getting closer to the Charlevoix Bridge. And this is a rail crossing, which I don't even think it has, no, it doesn't have an actual barrier that comes down. It just has a warning for indicating that there's a rail crossing, to be careful. There's the Charlevoix Bridge. And of course, this is all new, relatively speaking. It was only in the last couple of years that they redid this whole park. Look at these beautiful ballasts. Look how high they are off of the ground. That's a lot of rock. And it gets a bit more interesting as we go further down, further east, because you're actually going to see a little crossing here on the path. Cute little crossing, rather interesting. And then we're going to check out the actual mill, take a look into the yard of the mill, where these trains, I guess, load up, go down the spur, and then hit the main rail line. So coming up is the rail crossing. You're on the shores, the banks of the Lachine Canal on a very hot, humid day. It's 40 degrees Celsius, and like I said, we're late August, almost September. Could be another couple of heat waves to go before the year ends. Yeah, so here's our little rail crossing right here. So as you can see, yeah, so this is facing, like I said, this is the west, and this is the east. And down there, that's where Ardent Mills are. And in order to see the rest of this track spur, we're going to go on the side here. And we're going to take a look at those derailing devices. So just bear with me as I circle around here. You will see it again in a moment. Very beautiful area for nature lovers. And again, the Ardent Mill is right there. And you may recognize this building because this is where they have a big Robin Hood face or Robin Hood head. I call it a Robin Hood head. But yeah, look at this. There's that rail spur again. And we're going to take a look now where the Ardent Mill yard is, the rail yard. And we're going to see the derailing device in a minute. And of course, the derailing device is used, it's a safety device. And it's used for whenever there's construction going on. What it does is if there's a train that happens to go by, it derails the train safely to prevent it from crashing into the construction zone. So I'll quickly park here and I'll show you the area very quickly. As I struggle here with this Dixie bike trying to park it. Should be good enough. Alright, so yeah, we'll take a look over here. Yeah, so this is where the yard is, the Ardent Mills yard, and right over there, this is where I should be filming, actually, over here, because you're going to see the derailing unit right there. That's the derailing unit right there. So for all the railway fans and whatnot, there's a rare derailment unit in service. And there's the yard to the mills. Now, because this track's not in service, I can carefully go here, and there's the way into the yard, right there. And you can see there's a big gate here and whatnot. So yeah, that's where they go in, and then there's a big loading unit where they load their flour up. All right, hope you all enjoyed that. More videos to come.